friends, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I wanted to bring you a quick and easy dish, quick to make, simple, easy, most of the ingredients you'll have in your pantry, inexpensive, the family loves it, so what more can you ask for? We're going to have sloppy joes. It's just myself and my husband, so I'm using 1 pound of ground beef. We're going to add to that about 1/3 of a cup of chopped onion and about 1/4 cup of chopped celery. We're going to add about 1/2 cup of chopped peppers. Now I'm using a combination of red pepper and green bell pepper, but whatever kind of mild peppers you like. Those are going to give this a really great flavor. We've got a little garlic here. We've got also, for our sauce, you can make this with just tomato sauce, and then you'll have to add in a little bit of vinegar to kind of give that acidic flavor to the dish that it's known for. But in my case, I'm going to just use ketchup. Ketchup's already got the vinegar in there. I'm going to use a couple tablespoons of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. We've got the salt and pepper of your choice. I happen to like white pepper. I've got a couple tablespoons of brown sugar because I like mine a little more on the sweet side. A couple tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. That'll give some good umami flavor. And I'm going to add, this is optional if you don't like the heat, but I'm going to add some red pepper flakes. I also am probably going to add some Tabasco sauce since I have it on hand. This is the green pepper sauce, and they make it out of jalapenos. If you have Chipotle peppers, that would be excellent with this. I don't have Chipotle peppers, which have a smoky flavor. I'm going to add a couple drops of liquid smoke. Again, you don't have to add the smoke, but it makes it nice. And if I'm feeling kind of spicy, I may even add this little habanero. They're small, but they really pack a punch. So I've got most of my ingredients ready to go, so let's start cooking. Okay, I've got this lovely pot here preheating. It's about ready to add our ground beef. And we're going to just break this up and kind of cook it until it's crumbly. So you want to keep mixing and keep separating it here, but you don't want to overwork it too much, but you do want it to separate and be crumbly. This is sure a family-pleasing meal if you've got kids or a picky husband, grandkids. This is one of those dishes that everybody likes. Company. It's unfortunate that nowadays ground beef is almost as expensive as steak here where I live. So I don't really cook ground beef dishes very often. But I know back when I was a kid, ground beef was inexpensive, and my mom used a lot of it. We'd have meatballs, we'd have chili, we'd have spaghetti, and sloppy joes. So you can see how this is sort of starting to cook and get nice and brown and crumbly. Doesn't take very long. Once you've got this about most of the way cooked to where there's just a little bit of pink to it and it's pretty separated, then you're going to start adding your vegetables. They're just not quite there, but almost. Okay, I think we're about there. And since I used the ground beef that I used was 83-27, meaning 83% beef and 27% fat. So it's got a lot of its own natural fat there, a lot of its own natural juices, so I didn't have to add anything like butter or oil or anything to the pan. And I'm not going to have to add anything to cook the vegetables in here either. As you can see, there's a lot of nice natural juices there. Okay, so next we're going to add our onion. That's a small diced onion. One stalk of celery, or one rib of celery, I guess I should say. And we'll add our bell pepper. I love red bell pepper. And we're going to just let these veggies cook a little bit. Isn't that beautiful already? Look how pretty that is. Eye appeal and taste appeal. And I think I may even add a little bit more onion. I had a little bit of extra onion chopped up on the side. I love onion. And I'm going to add a little bit more. You just want to soften these vegetables a little bit. Okay, this is starting to soften nicely. Next, we're going to add a little bit of garlic. A couple of cloves of minced garlic. You can use powdered if you've got it, whatever you've got on hand. You can use the minced refrigerated garlic. I kind of add it at the end because garlic is delicate and it can lose its flavor if you throw it in there too early in the process. See how nice and crumbly everything is here? That's because I've kind of been continuously stirring while it's cooking. Next I'm going to throw my red peppers in. That was about a teaspoon of red peppers. Throw more in if you like more. Now that I've put them in, you can't even see that they're in there. But they will give the dish a nice little flavor boost. A little interest, as they say. Ramp up the interest a little bit. Okay, now we're going to add our ketchup. I've got about a cup of ketchup here. And we've got a little bit of barbecue sauce, about 2 tablespoons or so. About 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire. And about a tablespoon of mustard. I'm using yellow mustard, but you can use whatever mustard you've got on hand. And I'm going to add a little bit of extra brown sugar because I like this sweet. So that's about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Now, if you don't have barbecue sauce, don't worry about it. Just add a little bit more ketchup. And at this point, I'm going to reduce my heat a little bit also because I don't want this to burn by any chance. I can see the edges. Now, once you put the sweeter ingredients in here, it's going to tend to caramelize and it could burn. So we're going to turn the heat down now. And now is the point where you can add whatever spices you like. I like to use Goya adobo because it's got pepper mixed right in with it. So about a teaspoon or so of some seasoned salt and pepper. I'm going to add a little bit of liquid smoke. I like Wright's liquid smoke. This is hickory flavored. Just a few drops. Give it a nice smoky, barbecue-y flavor. I don't think I'll put the habanero in today, but I will be adding a little bit of my green pepper Tabasco. I like this better than the red pepper myself because it's made with jalapenos. So however much heat you like, I don't want it too hot, but a little bit. I'm going to put about a half a teaspoon of the pepper sauce. I've got that, plus I've got the red pepper, dried red peppers flakes, so that'll give it a little bit of a spiciness. And that's basically it, guys. So all you need to do is kind of cover this and let it simmer until you're ready to serve it over your buns. So we're going to come back after this has had a chance to simmer here under a very low heat for about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll eat. Well, this is so good, I almost forgot to make my concluding clip for the video. Delicious Sloppy Joe. My husband will second that. He's almost done with his. So take care, have a good rest of the day, and we'll talk to you all again in the next video. Bye.